G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to Cold Waters with Mags, and welcome back aboard the Seawolf. Now, at the end of our last mission we received new orders to intercept a Chinese missile fleet. Now we've just managed to find them, or at least I'm pretty sure this is them. They're looking pretty good. And that is looking like 3 the same. What's Sierra 4? Yeah, 4 the same here. And Sierra 5 is different. What is Sierra 5? And nope. It's always worth double checking the submarines just to go through. Close, but not quite. It's a looter. Alright. This one looks like a looter 3. Alright. All of these are escorts, but I'm thinking the Huang Fengs are actually our missile launch, or our missile cruisers that we're after, or our missile boats that we're after, rather. The mission doesn't exactly indicate exactly what type of boat we're after. Now we've got no thermal layer to work with here, and I have to start watching my torpedoes here as well, because we are starting to run out. And that looks like a ping from Sierra 3. No, it can't be. These guys have no sonar of any kind, no active or passive. Well, that pretty much confirms for me that these are the boats that I'm looking for, so that must be the looter, which is way out of range, unless there's another boat that I cannot detect here. Or another ship, rather, that I can't detect here.
Steady course.
Now, I'm just watching these for the moment. We get our torpedoes ready. I'm just watching their movement. I want to see which direction they're heading in. Does it appear that they are changing any course? And it actually doesn't look like they are at this point, so let's start closing in on them, because they are actually quite a distance away. We get a better contact on Sierra 3 at this point. The ping is lining up with the looter, but I think we're getting bad information on the looter. The looter is too far out. I think it's much closer. 63 on Sierra 3. We'll change direction a little bit here and start tightening it up. What I'm actually thinking at this point, these guys are heading northeast. They're not moving particularly fast, but they are actually quite a distance away, all things considered. We're looking at 28 kiluyards to Sierra 3, which is a good length of the time that the torpedoes are going to be running for. So if I can close distance on them and get in 90 degrees on the target, 70% on Sierra 2, see, it's still 19.4 kiluyards away. We can pretty much go 90 degrees to them at this point, and as we are slowly closing in on them, they will continue moving across my line of sight, and eventually they should line up. I'm willing to bet these things are decently quick on the surface, so we got a torpedo, got a position change. As we've hit 89, it's shifted a little bit further away. And what is Sierra 3 doing? It looks like it's pulling out of the formation, but there's no way we should have been detected at this point. Alright, I'm going to launch from here. I'm hoping Sierra 4 is going to be close enough to hit. 3, 2, and 1 should be fine. Alright, and torpedo 2 away. And there goes 4. Alright, so 2 to the left-hand side of the submarine, 2 to the right. The 2 to the right are going to go for Sierra 3 and Sierra 2. I'm going to guide them in, and the left-hand ones are going to go for Sierra 1 and Sierra 4. need to keep the submarine relatively stable at this point because I do not want to break any wires. This is going to be a fairly long distance shot. Alright, so we've just lost the looter. It's alright, she'll come back soon enough. Ease out a little bit more. Sierra 3 seems to be turning back into the formation, so it may have just been adjusting position, or it's possible that it was maneuvering because the looter's in there somewhere. Right. And this one goes short. Right, 4 torps away. I'd love to know exactly where that looter sits at this point. Although our solution is high enough on Sierra 3 and Sierra 2 to see exactly how wide the spread here actually is. And that is Sierra 4 back again, and that is way out of formation, so that's false sonar information. We've got a poor register on it. It is not all the way out there. It'll be much closer than that. Right, adjust 5. And it's now on target. And that should account for 6. 8 minutes 27. And that should open up some options. Alright, so if you look in the bottom left-hand display, you'll see on the side weapon data, or WPN data 2. That is the torpedo we have selected. And down the bottom you'll see the timer, which is ticking away. This is where I'm calling the numbers from. Now the timer is how long the torpedo is going to survive for, and it's based on its propulsion and the amount of wire that it actually has available for control. So at its current rate, in about 7.5 minutes, we're actually going to lose these torpedoes. So we have to hit the target within that time frame. This is actually a pretty long-range shot, so... Now that is nowhere near as big as I was expecting it to be. It's like a weaponized tugboat. Yeah, Mark 48 hits that, it's gonna blow it to shite. Now Sierra 2 is turning away, but Sierra 3 is turned back. At least for the moment, I don't think Sierra 2's changing course is actually related to having the torpedoes detected. I do not think they know that they've been fired on. They will in another couple of minutes, but I don't think they know yet. Alright, 6 minutes and 40 seconds on weapon 5. We're down to 36 seconds on weapon 6. Weapon 3 and Sierra 4 that I'm actually concerned about at this point, because that... I don't think it's that far out, but it may be far enough out that I can't actually find it before the torpedo runs out. Just continuing to tweak the torpedoes off here. 5's looking pretty good since S2 has turned. S3 is looking pretty good too, with 6 lined up, and 2 and 3 are both heading for Sierra 1, so that's not a major issue. Although, just looking at this, I've got pretty much 95% solutions on these 3 boats, but I still haven't got a clear signal to 4, so Sierra 4 may actually be further out than I was anticipating, which is not good. That can't be right. That's way too far out. Alright, 5 adjusted for intercept for Sierra 2. And that should account for Sierra 3's turn back. Now let's send 3 in after Sierra 1 and grab 2. And we're going to make sure it doesn't activate until it is past Sierra 1. And I'm going to have to make it go active even if I haven't got a target, because what I'll do is use the active sonar on this torpedo to actually try and hunt the other boat. We can... Oh, I just noticed, Sierra 5, looter, it's right behind Sierra 3, which actually explains the turn. And 5 just went active. Just tweaking its direction there, and it should acquire in any second. Shouldn't take us too long, but this is leaving me with a little bit of a dilemma as well. Torpedo 6 is heading north, but north has both the looter and Sierra 3. And there's the acquisition. A little bit before Sierra 2 entered the search cone as well, so these boats are slightly closer by a couple of 100 meters than what our passive sonar is actually telling us. So the question of questions, I've got 1 torpedo and 2 targets here, so do I take the mission objective or do I take the looter and hit the mission objective after? Well, Sierra 2 shouldn't be here for much longer, let's see. The way they're maneuvering is really odd, because these guys can't see the torpedoes. And impact. Sierra 2 is down. And these guys are now fully aware they are under attack. Alright, weapon 3 has acquired. And that's a nice burn there. And we have aircraft in the area. Well, that was quick to respond. Now we're far enough out, I expect if they do drop anything, it's going to be closest to Sierra 2, so we should be fine. And looking at Sierra 4, Sierra 1's going to pass very close to Torpedo 2, but it should be still running deep. But Sierra 4 looks like that is its actual location now. 2 minutes 17 seconds on the weapon. I don't think that's going to make it. And torpedo goes directly under Sierra 1. While the main torpedo is tracking. Targets eliminated, and Torpedo 2 is about to go active. I think I'll leave that one to go active. Let's have a look at Torpedo 6. Alright, it's on track. That is a Sonoboy. I can't even see where that dropped. 48 seconds left on Torpedo 2. Yeah, that's not even going to get close. And Sierra 4 is aware of what's going on and is running in the opposite direction. And we've lost contact with the looter as well. It's not going to turn back. Alright, so I don't want this torpedo to go to waste, so what I might do is activate the sonar. So Torpedo 2 is going to be making a lot of noise at this point in time. The looter and, well, not the Sierra 4, but the looter should be able to hear that. And And hopefully it will act, and there it goes, it's out of fuel. Hopefully it was detected enough that if that aircraft swings back over, it'll almost act like a noisemaker and it'll drop sonar buoys around that area. That's how we're playing it. It does sound reasonably close. Although we're still sitting on the sonar buoy here at the moment. Alright. Let's set... Oh shit, hang on. That one. Set depth periscope. Now, Sierra 4 is far enough away, even if we straight fire a torpedo at her, we're not going to be able to hit her. And I don't know exactly where the looter is. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and it is risky because we do have an aircraft around, although the aircraft has just made a pass. So we should have a window to be able to do this without being detected, although it'll be very small. Going to get to periscope depth, pop the radar mast, that'll light up the looter, immediately launch 2 anti-ship missiles. One at Sierra 4 as it's running away, that'll save me having to chase it down with a torpedo, or chase it down with a submarine to get it into torpedo range, and one at the location of the looter once it's identified. Drop the radar mast and immediately dive, go to max speed, and shift location. And we now have a location on that sonar buoy. It is on Sierra 2. So let's change direction so we're not heading towards that as we're running. Because the sonar buoy will detect us when we go to flank speed. We haven't got enough water here to be able to get away, and I just want to get away from the surface as quickly as possible after doing this. Wait till we are lined up. Depth is 45 feet. Alright. So we know where Sierra 4 is. That's not a problem. Radar mast up. There's the looter. Missile 1 away. And missile 2 away. And they're making a hell of a lot of racket, so let's change course. Set depth to 200 feet. And there's the cavitation. Instantly lose contact with everything because as we start cavitating, it just blinds our senses so we cannot see anything anymore, or more to the point, hear anything anymore. And we just got to get away from where that smoke was before the next plane passes over. Missile loaded and torpedo loaded, and we just wait. At 30 knots. And we're going to change course again. Impact 1. Taking an awfully long time to hit Sierra 4. I thought we would have had an impact by now. Impact, Sierra 4. Alright, so now we've gone silent. And we just let the submarine drift as we slowly slow down. And there we go, that saved us a little bit of time chasing that one down. Alright, so, mission results. We did take out all the targets and we were not detected. I'm not particularly happy about having to use the anti-ship missiles. However, it was necessary considering we engaged at such a long range, otherwise we would have had a sustained chase. Now, mission was completed, and we will be assigned a new objective following this one, and of course, once again, we made the news. This time, constant convoys. Cargo ships from North America to Japan continue to ferry goods into the region with minimal losses. Yep, fair enough. Alright, so, our new mission in the vicinity of the East China Sea. Enemy plans an amphibious landing at Taipei, Taiwan. A task force with landing ships is leaving the area now. We must intercept and destroy it. Great, another one of these. Alright, anyways, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much for watching. More Cold Waters will be coming to the channel very, very, very soon. And as always, remember to click that like button, share, and subscribe if you would like to see more. And until next time, take care.